Hello everyone, I'm Naya and welcome back to another monthly prediction. In this prediction, we are going to talk about the energy of November 2020. And as you guys know who already know me, for those who don't know me, here is how I do it. It is my modality. Usually you choose an element or a card, and while you're choosing, I give you also the general energy that I am picking up for the month. And then we go ahead and see individually the pile that you have chosen or the element that you have chosen. So welcome, and if you're interested in this November 2020 prediction and see what will happen in general and to you, just keep on watching. All right, you guys, before we do the general message, which I invite everybody to watch, I want you to know that the zodiac prediction, I do it only on my membership. So if you want to see each and every individual zodiac sign, you have to join my membership and click the button down below, subscribe, and then join in. And next week the zodiac predictions are going to be out. In the meantime, I want you guys to focus and concentrate and choose between group number 1, the element of fire, group number 2, the element of water, the group number 3, the element of earth, and group number 4, the element of air. You can choose as a pick a card, the pile, or you can choose according to the element that resonates on your zodiac sign, sun, moon, or rising. It depends on you, whether you follow sidereal or Western astrology. It doesn't matter because I'm a channeler and I'm a psychic, so I do not follow what other psychics are saying. I never watch actually pick a cards and other videos like that, and neither I watch astrology. Not that there is anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying so I don't get clouded in my messages, so I don't follow anything. You choose and you do you, okay? And I just deliver the message. And by the time that you're choosing, let me give you the general message for November 2020. All right, you guys. So what I saw for this November 2020, like I told you last month, October 2020 is being very heavy, especially for many parts of the world. We have seen a rise, unfortunately, in this pandemic, especially in Europe, not even mentioning other countries, what they had to go through. And I felt, especially from my clients, but from the energies in general, that a lot of people are feeling stuck. And this was, I predicted this, that many people would feel that even though they might have, in some cases, they might have found the way out, or they might see the light at the end of the tunnel, they might have some plans and ideas, they actually do not know how to support them or how to follow them because the world is falling apart in front of their eyes. And this is almost the end of the struggle, where we are in the midst of this confusion and we are trying to find reason and sense while we are transforming, evolving, and changing. And we do see very terrific patterns out there of people completely losing their mind, and sometimes even understandably, or really going towards fear even more. And on the other side, we do see people instead being very hopeful and giving a wonderful example, or people in the middle choosing more light thoughts, choosing to believe more in themselves, choosing to do the healing work, and this so on and so forth. And this split in consciousness, never as before, will be present in November. So like I always say in my videos, do not get scared if things will get rocky on the outside. In actuality, we are getting closer and closer to a solution in all possible way. This doesn't just have to resonate with the economics or politics or the world in general, but it can resonate with your own personal issues, whether you had like a lawsuit going on, or you are feeling very suppressed at work, you have been revealed a lot of truth, you feel disheartened, you don't believe in institutions anymore, or you don't believe in your community, whatever will be for you. Well, do not succumb too much, because in actuality the solutions are going to come, and they're going to come. I always said this, we need to wait until the end of December to see an improvement and a general new ways coming slowly to the surface. It's going to be unexpected, it's going to be gradual, and yes, November will be still a moment where we are making plans. It will still be a moment where some people will thrive and some people will instead fall for their fire and they will feel burned out. And it doesn't matter in which part you are of the spectrum, whether you are more on the burnout side or you are more feeling recharged, all will make sense, and it is all meant to be for you for a reason that it's beyond just the physical state. So please do not worry about it, whatever predictions you're gonna get, not just for me, but in general, everything is gonna be fine. And remember that God always puts, or spirit, source, universe, however you prefer it, always puts obstacles and challenges that we can't bear. He never puts too much on our hand, even though it might feel very unjust to some of us, and I completely and fully understand it, but this is the message that I'm hearing from the other side. And as a first card that I draw for the general message of the month, we have the card of Pitta. Pitta is fire and water, and it is either the balance between fire and water, the two forces that can destroy and create the world in a way, or is the imbalance of these two forces. Now this card came like this when I was shuffling the deck, indicating the number of infinity and number 8, which could be a number of significance. So if you're seeing number 8 in the month of November, know that you are blessed by the universe, and you're probably one of the few that is giving an example and that is actually in alignment. So if you are seeing 888, or if you're resonating with the symbol of infinity, you're seeing somewhere, well, pat on your back and say, I'm doing a great job and I'm going to keep inspiring others to do the same. For those people who are not going to see it, don't worry about it. It's not a tragedy. It only means that in November, you are called to find more equilibrium in your life. Number 8, let's remember, being the symbol of infinity, also does represents karma, represents our past actions and the fruits of those past actions in the present moment. What is it that you can change and you can observe to change also the outcomes of the future? What is it that was there to learn? What relationship have you already let go of, and now where do you want to go? Because I feel a lot of people have already done the healing work, and I've been saying this for a very long time now. They have already purged a lot. So this is a peak moment when we decide to be balanced, and we decide to take that middle ground into understanding also where we want to go in the future, collectively and personally. Also, another card which resonates a lot with the Pitta card is the prana. Prana obviously means breath, and mind you that breath work could be absolutely positive, especially if you guys suffer from anxiety, you want to improve your immune system. Even just the other day, I took my cat to the vet, and the vet had coronavirus and COVID-19, and now I'm not saying absolutely that pranayama is the cure for COVID-19 or anything along those lines. I'm not saying that. Please do not misunderstand my words, and please just believe whatever you want to believe. Like, I'm just saying, he was telling me how hard it was for him to be in the hospital, and because he practices yoga and pranayama, the breathing techniques actually really helped him. And he's a doctor, he's a veterinary, and he was teaching those breathing techniques to everybody in the hospital with him that he had around, because he really felt they were positive for his lungs, considering his lungs condition. If you're interested in general, as a release of anxiety, improving your immune system, connecting more with your crown chakra, even with the spirit, and you want to enter the techniques of pranayama, remember I have an e-course from my husband, Suprotim, which is a yoga teacher, called the 7-Step Vortex program that teaches those pranayama techniques. Wrapping all this up in this little story, it's only because of saying, what is prana? Prana is the breath, and breath is the energy, is the electric currency of life. And when we are in the state of anxiety, in the state where we are required more balanced, the yin and the yang, the fire and the water, there is even like a free song called Fire and Water Must have made you their daughter. You got what it takes to make a poor man heartbreak, a poor man heartbreak. I love that song. Mind you, November, listen to Free. Paul Rogers' voice is freaking amazing, and I'm sorry, Paul Rogers, for interpreting your song so bad. But anyway, prana is very important, especially when we are trying to balance the yin and the yang, feminine, masculine, fire and water, because through the breath we are recharging the entire body, and through specific breathing techniques, our level of anxiety do get lower, do releases, and stress. These are techniques that are even taught in corporates. Like my husband taught like a yoga and this pranayama techniques in one of the corporates over here where we live. So this is really it's an advanced technology that it is easy to use and that we can almost all use, considering our earth and health condition, but a number of people can use and could really benefit from. On a more general sense, obviously prana talks about how much in November we are demanded to take a deep breath and see what happens. Now, prana for me and this card does represent our ability as well to stand our ground, speak our truth now that we are healing in a more compassionate and in a more kind way, and tried also not to be too swayed away by the challenging times that we are witnessing and that we still will witness in November. By the end of November, I'm telling you guys, entering December, that will be the light at the end of the tunnel. And when I'm saying, and this could be also for your personal life, when I'm saying the light at the end of the tunnel, remember, think about yourself walking or driving in a tunnel. You do see the light before you are in the light, which indicates that in November, end of November, December, then I'm going to make a prediction for December alone, we are going to be in that moment where we can see the light in our personal life, and I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe also collectively something is about to change. And by the mid of November, end of November, we will feel it, especially if you're psychic, if we have our intuition, we do yoga, meditation, which I'm sure a lot of people do that are watching this sort of videos. We're connected to the energies. We will feel it. We will feel the energy bubbling up from the ground. And by seeing this light, what I will ask you and what the angels will want you to know, do not rush getting into the light. Witness it and take the right proper step in order to arrive there, and allow the universe to give you things in the right time before you walk towards the light. You don't want to rush healing. You do not want to rush manifestation. You do not want to rush any outcome. Be open, be open, be open, and allow the energy to come to you. And before you can know it, you will be in that light. And this will also resonate collectively. In fact, the last card that I have for the collective energy is the card of Ganesh. Ganesh is one of my favorite deity in the Hindu pantheon. I always like every single time that I have like a Hindu tarot or Hindu oracle cards, Ganesh always comes out. I feel this is such a positive card. Ganesh is the god that is the son of Parvati and Shiv, and does represent a miracle. It does represent that hope. It does represent the remover of obstacle, a joyful, cheerful energy. And we are going to see that. You are going to see that by the end of November in your personal life. So even some of the dreams that you might have put aside, or some of the things that you might have thought would have been impossible, if you're losing hope, well, probably by the end of November, for the people who resonate with this reading, if you will take a deep breath, if you will just stay in the stillness and cultivate balance, Ganesh, or the remover of obstacle, the universe, will deliver what you actually need and will deliver those solutions that you want to see, generally and personally in your life. So this is the energy that I got. Now I want to have another message for you guys generally, and then we're gonna move ahead with the pick a card for the November 2020 prediction. I'm going to draw a message from my Angel Oracle book. It's been a while since I've not been using it, and I love it so much. This is a channel message. It's an Oracle book. You can open and find your own personal message, and you can find it on Amazon and Amazon Kindle, and I am the channeler and author of this book. So let's see together what the angels want us to know generally for November 2020. There is also a digital version of this book if you want to use it with your mobile phone. I personally do, and I find it so much easier to use than sometimes tarot, just to have like, a quick answer. Love is an eternal bond. Once it is established, it carries on through eternity. So probably in November, we are going to feel more united, especially by the end of November. And we're going to understand that the solutions that the universe will be presented are rooted in this all-encompassing, compassionate, and universal love. And also this is understanding for you more personally in your relationship that it doesn't matter the people that you have let go of or the people that you will encounter in the future. We are all connected, and every time that we establish any sort of bond with a person, it carries on through eternity in love. And this gives us the strength to act on forgiveness, which is indeed the language of love. So reflect on the meaning of forgiveness in November will also be fundamental. Also forgiveness towards yourself. Okay, this is what I see for you, my loves. So let's start and move ahead with the energy of fire, or for those of you guys who have chosen pile number 1. Before I reveal pile number 1, hello and welcome, your oracle card, I want to shuffle the tarot to see your energy for the prediction of November. Well, group number 1, fire to fire. We have the Sun card, the moving up for you, and the 10 of Cups, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio with my beautiful Angel Tarot deck. So this indicates that for you, you are one of the few who probably is a light worker or is a true star seed, or you have done something so great with your action, with your karma, that in November, you are going to reap off a lot of abundance and a lot of joy. So you are the one of the few who has the responsibility to inspire other people, even in your own little personal life. Remember, these are challenging times for so many people in the world. There are many people who are becoming the new poor. So if you can help other people with all of this abundance, and even energetically, it doesn't have to be materialistic speaking if you don't have them, but if you can do a little prayer, act, help the people around you, give more hope, light, and positivity, you will be even more rewarded. But just don't do that for that reason, but do it because you're called to do so. And this could be something that you do inside your own family, understanding better a sibling, a parent, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, girlfriend, date, whatever, your daughter, your son, however it's going to resonate with you. I feel that you're going to have very beautiful moment in November, very beautiful blessings. So you are invited by the universe to share these blessings with the people around you, which could indicate something very simple as taking a hike with your dad or mom, or just giving those 5 extra minutes to a friend that you really, really love, or those 5 extra minutes of protection to your grandparents. However it resonates with you, try in November to bring this light and this positivity, starting with your family, to the people around you. Obviously on a more general term, because this is a general reading, for private reading, links down below. The Sun is the happiest card of the tarot. It indicates a lot of blessings and positivity in November. It indicates a new love. So for those of you guys who are single in November, believe it or not, this could happen for some of you. Or it indicates higher engagements or higher commitments, because the Sun, it is accompanied by the 10 of Cups, indicating long-lasting relationship. Or if you are in an existing relationship, you will refine love and more harmony because of new members entering, like a pet. Over here there is a cat or a dog, or new children being born, or just having a happy family moment in such a very difficult and disastrous times. Remember that some people in this very difficult and disastrous times, they do actually find new opportunities. And you, group number 1, the energy of the fire, you're one of these people. And that's why the universe is like, because you're so lucky, try to give also to others when you can and if you can. Let's see also what else do we have for you. You definitely have a very splendid, and I don't know if you're seeing like that haunted TV series on Netflix. Every time that I say splendid, I want to say perfectly splendid, like that little child. Anyway, you have a perfectly splendid solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, and probably not only you are protected by the angels in November, but your aura could differ from orange to yellow. So you're very passionate also in November about some projects. We also have the Two of Pentacles, and because of this heavy passion that you are exuding in November, you could be very busy. In November, you could juggle from working a lot and spending time with your family, having to do a lot of things, having to move around, having to make decisions. But this is such a powerful energy for you, group number one, because it gives you a bit of release from heavy thoughts and heavy burdens. And when you put yourself to work, things do get easier, and you then time especially pass by a lot better. Try to just give also back and not feeling too caught on work or feeling too busy, if I'm making any sense. We also have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, indicating that Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel are very close to you in November. You will be working consciously or subconsciously with these two archangels, and it gives me the vibe that there are two patterns over here that I am seeing. One pattern is paying taxes for some of you guys. Everything will be fine. If you guys had a lawsuit or anything like that, you will probably win. You had the blessings of the angels because you have done probably something good. And I'm also seeing from this side, collecting, saving money, having to do I don't know when taxes are due in your country, but like you're writing down, you're making calculation, you're making investment, and this investment, I just want you to know that they will be fine. They will be good for those of you who are interested. For those of you instead who are still in school, this could be passing on to exams, having to study a little bit more in November, but everything is good. I don't see necessarily anything bad. And with the Knight of Swords, I'm also seeing for those of you who are more artistic, that your artistic ability rely on your writing abilities. So in November, if you feel inspired to write, whether this varies from songwriting to writing a book, novel, blog, comic characters, drawing, whatever it is that you're using a pencil, a pen, and your hand, you're really talented at doing that, and you should continue doing that because that will give you a lot of relief, and that could be one of those things that could get monetized in the long run if you really become good at it. So let me see a last card for you, Fire, group number one for November 2020. The Nine of Cups, amazing. Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, rising moon, or whatever else you have. You probably have water in your chart. This indicates abundance, indicates wish fulfillment, indicates moments of happiness. It's the minor arcana for the star card. So maybe you're not going to have a star moment where you feel like, oh my God, all my dreams are coming true. But with the Nine of Cups, definitely something good is bound to happen. And some of your manifestation, a little wish will indeed come true in November. So let's reveal now what is your oracle card. Beautiful. You have Shiv, Fire, the dancing ship.
How's it called, the dancing ship?
One second. Natraj.
Natraj, the dancing ship. I'm sorry, I had to ask my husband because I always forget. Anyway, by the way, follow his channel. He teaches yoga and he has a video on Kali that like I love. Anyhow, and I'm just saying Kali because it's the companion of Shiv. Anyway, you probably know better than me. Shiv, Natraj, and this is amazing because not only is a very, very positive, energetic card in and of itself, but this represents when Shiv was dancing in the Himalayas, and the people that saw this really weird looking yogi dancing, they were like, this guy is mad. Now, obviously, they didn't say it in this way, I'm paraphrasing, but this guy is mad. What is he doing? And then because they seen his energy and how happy he was and how enlightened he was, they all wanted to learn what he was doing, which eventually was yoga, was the transcendence. And this is a metaphor to make you understand that even though people might not understand your happiness in November, might not understand why everything is falling apart and you're instead having a sun moment, might not understand your odd ways, your odd dance, your odd creativity, whatever will be for you, that doesn't mean that you have to stop doing what you're doing. That only means that they will catch up later, because this is what usually happens to people that are highly creative, or usually happens in moments of difficulties. Remember, after the Black Plague, there was the Renaissance. So not all is lost, and you are not lost. You're doing great, and keep on dancing with this very high energy and high passion that you have. Eventually you will start with a little wish coming true, and then more and more to come. And November is definitely a very powerful and positive month for you, fire element or group number 1. Thank you so much for sticking around with my readings. Private readings are down below. See you on my membership or on my next video. And I'm gonna move ahead for those of you guys who've chosen the element of water or group number 2. All right, element of water, welcome, and let's see together what November 2020 has in store for you. Before I reveal the oracle card, I am going to shuffle my angel tarot so we have a general understanding of your energy for November 2020. First card, the Five of Pentacles. So what is going on? The Five of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Something must have happened where you feel that a dark cloud is been following you for such a long time. Maybe the cold has arrived where you live. You kind of don't like it. You wish you were somewhere else. You feel defeated. You feel lost. You feel anxious. You feel that God or Spirit is not replying your call. That's a very, very, very heavy energy to be in. And well, it's not gonna last forever, the cold, and you're not doomed to this desperation forever. Maybe you had some problems with your resources, with a job, or with money in general, and you just feel that this black moment never ever ends. We also have the Moon card talking about Cancer energy. We're talking about the subconscious mind. We're talking about the dark night of the soul. And because this angel is surrounded by demons that want to attack him, this angel is the representative of the moon as well, lighting and giving light where darkness is. And even though it might be a flabble light, is still there. Either you're entering a dark night of the soul, which could be also connected to a Saturn return, or you're just entering it, or you are in the midst of it. And I mean, the dark night of the soul doesn't always have to combine with the Saturn return. It's an observation that many make, but it doesn't always fall with the Saturn return. So it seems like you have been dealing with very heavy times, and November, in my opinion, is giving you a service when you are realizing the many sharks and the many demons, or demons in a metaphorical way, the many bad people, nasty people, or lower energy people, lower energy job circumstances, relationship, all of that jazz that you have attracted around you. And November is an invitation to not succumb to this desperation, but rather maybe turn your back to all of this and say, I'm gonna start again somewhere new, somewhere where I can feel the sun, because there is a lot of cold, there is a lot of resistance, there is a lot of darkness. And one thing that I have noticed about lower entities is that every time in a room there's like a ghost, like a very lower entity ghost. And by the way, I have videos about it. Or there's a lower entities, there is incredible cold in the air. And even in the movie The Exorcist, if you enter, like when the priest enters the room and sees the little girl possessed, I don't know why I'm entering that subject, but anyway, the room is completely ice cold, no? So I feel that this is a metaphor. When it's cold inside your heart, when it's cold around you, usually you combine it with fogginess, with confusion, with feeling lost and trapped and anxious, with feeling that you need a cuddle, you need some more love, you need more resonance, you are losing your light. So if you're feeling all of these things in November, well, maybe it is the time to admit the truth within yourself. And even though the moon might be your subconscious, therefore your mind might be the only light that you have for the moment, maybe it is the time to follow that instead, or following all this other nonsense that is going on around you. And in fact, we do have the card of the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. I'm going to show you all the cards together. And do you know what happens when you follow your intuition, the moon? You're following your mind, that feeble voice of the intuition. You find your own truth. You find your own authenticity. You find independence with the King of Pentacles. You find even potentially a very powerful person that helps you out and drags you away from that horrible situation. You find hope. You find new plans for the future. So November is there to show you, take a step back, observe where you are, and move towards a different direction. Move towards your truth, share your truth, and become more independent about your own ways. Does that mean that I'm going to lose followers, or I'm going to lose friends, or I'm going to lose whatever it is that I preciously hold so tight on? Sure. It does mean that. But remember that if you are an angel, why would you want to be trapped around demons anyway? Not that I'm calling demon anybody. I'm just saying these are metaphor to make you understand how unhappy you are, and how November is making you feel like it's just telling you the truth. The Ace of Swords is truth. So you can even run away from the truth and feeling stuck in the energy of the Five of Pentacles, or you can instead become a King of Pentacles, mastering your own darkness and moving on to at least seeing a better future by taking a step back. And we have the Four of Swords, and maybe November is not going to be the step forward. It's going to be the step back where you rest and reanalyze situations so you can heal, rejuvenate, and you can finally hear that voice of intuition. An angel talking with a desperate person. In the background, we do see the moon again, indicating you feel disconnected from your own intuition. You must go back and re-listen your intuition, become more independent, not caring about so much about those people around you. Rest and understand, maybe I need a change. Maybe there is a better course of action. Maybe my perspective has to change. And I need to feel secure, not because other people give me security, but because I am my own self. Does it make any sense? Like, I am my own hero. I am my own provider. And this is a great realization for you in the month of November. Now, we also have the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Magician. Listen, honey, I'm going to be very straightforward for you. If you're going to stay stuck in your stubbornness, it's going to be the Eight of Swords. It's going to be you feeling stuck and you feeling that there is no hope and there is no future. But in actuality, what the angels are saying, this is not true. In November, there is an Ace of Cups. There is a new way, but you have to let go of those cups that you're watching in order to see that miracle over here next to your shoulder, and the Magician, and go after it and create that new destiny and create that new future, starting from your vibration. So this is a very straightforward reading for you, group number 2, water, but this is a wake-up call that you can't stay in this stuck position, but it's nothing is gonna change. So this is completely up to you. We have over here, darkness, anxiety, and desperation, and being around people that are not very nice, let's put it this way, or the truth to yourself, becoming your own boss, your own independence. Maybe you don't know what to do, but at least now you're free. You take time to rest and rejuvenate, and then you're ready to create a new future, the Magician. And this is what November will be presenting to you. Let's see the Oracle card now. Bhakti, the path of devotion. Well, November, therefore, is really a month where you need to really change. You really need to let go of the old because it's not leading you anywhere. I'm sorry, I'm not one of this reader that sugarcoats things, and it's not even, I don't judge predictions as negative or positive. People do have free will and they can choose whatever they want. I'm just honest and seeing whatever I'm seeing. So bhakti, it is faith, and it's the path of devotion. Devotion for what? For God, for spirit, therefore for your soul, and then for others. In this sense, you can either choose to not listen to your intuition and remaining stuck, like I said before, or with bhakti, you can choose to transform and take a leap of faith into the unknown, which is an act of devotion because you're devoting yourself to something that you don't see. And this will lead to the transformation that you're required. And I mean, probably this is something that you will have to do throughout your life. Until you do it, a situation will be represented to you over and over and over and over again. So November is giving you the chance to really transform and take that leap of faith and finally feel free. But it's up to you whether or not you want to do it. Okay, this is what I see for you, group number 2. I'm sorry, I'm so straightforward. Now, let me see also another card for you, actually, a last card. Right, I wish I didn't do it. Reveal, you know what to do. Speak your truth. You know what to do. You know all of this. Probably we talked about it before, but some things have been revealed to you, and this is not about anymore wake up, like, don't you see that these people are this or that, or wake up, don't you see that this situation doesn't serve you? You already know these things, but why are you still stuck over there? Why don't you finally move? Because I need a rest, I'm in a burnout, I don't know what to do, I'm gonna lose everything that I got around me. Well, that's why the universe is saying, first, you're not gonna lose everything around you. Second, you're only transforming. Third, you don't need to do immediately something afterwards. You can rest, you can find yourself back a little bit, at least in the month of November, and then you will be ready for the next move. And these are the steps provided for you. These are the steps that the universe is giving you. Or you remain stuck, which is also a path. Okay, this is what I see for you, group number 2, water element. So comment down below to share your stories. I apologize if I'm too straightforward, and see you on my next videos or on my membership. And I'm going to move ahead for those of you guys who have chosen the element of earth, group number 3. All right, group number 3, let's find out together your November prediction 2020. Before I show you the oracle card, I want to see the energies with the tarot. So let's see together. I am seeing number 2, group number 3, or element of earth. So there is new love, there is new passion, there is new energy entering your life, which is very, very positive. I feel that you have found yourself back, or you are on the journey to find yourself back, which will be very positive, especially in the new age of Aquarius, because the things that you're discovering right now will be the ones that will shape and build your future. The 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups, exactly. The 5 of Swords, do you know what happened? You let go of some other people's ego. You just given up. Because sometimes people feel that giving up on things, or giving up in general as a word, means that you are a failure. Means that they have to put a cross on their shoulder and that's it, their life is ending. Actually, what the 5 of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius teaches, and if you want to know about tarot, like oracle course down below, by the way, the 5 of Swords Swords teaches that sometimes it's better to give up, because you cannot fight with people that don't listen. You cannot convert the world into spirituality or love and compassion. Sometimes giving up is just releasing the desire even that you have and get it manifested faster. Every time in my membership program when I'm teaching spells or manifestation work, I constantly say at the end of the spell or at the end of the energy work, think that this spell that we have done together will never work. Give it up. It's BS. It doesn't work. Leave it, and leave it. Release it away from your energy. Don't think about it. Forget that you even have done it in the first place. Now, I know not a lot of people share this mentality. There are also other techniques to let go, which they do work. But for me, this has worked the most, because for people like you, probably, if you're resonating with this message, or even for me, when you are so you think so much, you overanalyze so much, you like to read and make research. We are the worst when it comes down to energy works, because we get so attached with our vision, with our desire, with people sometimes, with situation, and it is so hard for us to let go. Therefore, affirming it's not gonna work and leaving and completely forgetting and erasing it for your mind, therefore giving up, is the best method to succeed and to manifest things. Because when you are too wrapped up in the problem situation or the person, you tend to do more damage than before. But when you connect more with your lightheartedness and you let it go, and you're like, even if it doesn't happen, I will survive, universe delivers. So in this sense, giving up is not always a failure. It actually could be a doorway to success, and it is not always a negative thing. And in the Five of Swords specifically, the giving up terminology means you are making someone else win. You are pretending that they're winning, but in actuality, they are alone with their own ego and their own pride. They're not winning anything. It's not because these people are going away and they're not fighting that this person is a winner. This person is a loser, because they are just too intelligent to even bother with this egocentric person. And this could be a relationship that you guys have. You're just leaving it. You're like, in my language, we say that we give the right to the stupid. To the person that always wants to be right is the stupid for us, because we're just like, yeah, you're right. I don't know how you say it in English, but it's like, you leave it. It doesn't matter. Let them think that they are winning. When they wanted to destroy my YouTube channel and cancel me, or whatever cancel culture means, I don't even know, because I don't live in America, so I don't adopt this terminology in my life. I was like, let them win. Let them think whatever they want to think about me, because I'm actually happier this way. I stood my ground. I speak my own truth. I've been always honest, and I surrounded myself with people that actually prefer this version of myself. And let anybody think that they won. If that is their personal life, is their way of winning, I am so glad to be a loser. And this is also a very good technique if you confront it in your personal life. How many times you might have been into challenges where people think that they are winning, but you're just actually leaving them, and you're like, yeah, whatever. And do you know what happens? That every time you walk away from those energy vampires, from those bad energy, you get the Ace of Cups. You get new love. If this is a relationship that we're talking about in November, you get new opportunities. If this is job that we're talking about, if this is friendship, you get new, better friends, or maybe just a happier time on your own. However, it's gonna resonate with you. Group number 3, this is really, really good, because I feel you're walking away from things that have been draining you for too long. Now, let's see also the Ace of Cups could be a miracle, a new birth for some of you guys, a new opportunity. It's just a genuinely good thing. So this is very good for you in November. Let's see what else. We have the King of Wands and the Chariot card. Well, do you know what? November is going to be like, yes, yes, I found myself again, like I was saying before, I feel alive. I'm not constrained to be part of something that I don't belong to anymore. I don't feel constrained by this relationship anymore. I don't feel constrained by my community anymore, my job, whatever it will be for you. I feel passionate. I feel brand new. I feel I can go. The Chariot does indicate moving. Traveling could be relocations of some sort, moving into a new, better house, a new, better relationship, environment, however it will be. And the Chariot is also the representative of triumph, success, and victory. Finally for you, group number 3. I just want you to know that November, if you will let go and give up, and move towards better horizon, which for some of you could have already happened, you will be successful. And November will make at the end, especially, very clear for you, group number 3, that you are successful. And success is not determined by what other people think success is. Success is determined by the amount of love, joy, abundance, serenity, and peace and equilibrium that you have in your life. That is success. Now let's discover together your oracle card. In fact, Sahasrara.
Sahasrara. Or Sahasrara. Sahasrara.
Okay, you have heard, Shubro, the correct pronunciation of the crown chakra. Thank you, Shubro. Anyway, the crown chakra. You have the beautiful card of the crown chakra. I literally today wore amethyst, one of my favorite stones. You could do that as well. Group number 3, earth element. And it does indicate enlightenment in a way. A new dawn where your understanding of things is much clearer. It does represent channeling abilities, new imagination, or just connection and alignment with spirit. And that's why it resonates so much with the energy of the Chariot, moving on triumphantly to new job, horizon, opportunities, of just simply to a new way of being. That it's much more connected to God, the universe, and is moreover to your infinite self. I love this energy for you, group number 3. I hope the reading resonates with you and you will have a fantastic November, because it really seems like a new rebirth for you. Comment down below to share your stories, to join my membership for extra content, subscribe to this channel, and see you on my next video. And I'm gonna move ahead for the energy of air, or group number 4. Hi, group number 4, and welcome to your November prediction 2020. Let's see together, energy of air, or group number 4, what November has in store for you. Before I will reveal the oracle card, I will shuffle some of my tarot in front of you to see what is the general energy. I feel that you have been resting a lot, group number 4. The Knight of Pentacles. You have been very slow. You acted more like an earth sign. You are an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. You have been diligent, you have been working on yourself, but you have pampered yourself. You feel cuddled in your own skin right now, and you feel that November is giving you the opportunity to save money, collect money where you can in a positive way, working but not working too much, feeling happier, more content. This is very nice considering the energy that November actually has outside of you. Let's see also what else. So you are studying as well. You're reading new things. You're learning new things. You're applying new manifestation techniques perhaps. And it is good to learn, you know. It expands your horizon. The Two of Pentacles. You are juggling and deciding where you want to go next. Maybe you're taking a bath, or you are very connected to water or to the ocean in some way. And I feel that actually, even if you are, or you're going to be uncertain about, should I do this or not? Should I do this or not? Some angels, or your spirit angel, spirit animal, spirit guide is going to point out a very clear direction, and it will be impossible to miss it. it will just, you will see a sparkle, you will see a feather, you will see an angelic number. It will be too obvious, and don't worry about it. If you had any sort of indecision about something, it will be very, very obvious what you will have to choose. So you'll have a little extra help from the other side, and I love that. In fact, we have the Ace of Swords, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and the Fool card, number 0. Well, truth is being told, truth is inside of you. You are on the right path in November, and you just have to take a leap of faith. You know that you had to rest, you did good. You know that the situation have been moving very slow for you, but by the mid-November to the end of November, finally you will take that fresh new air. You will see that light, like I was saying in the general message, and if new opportunities come, new miracle, and it is so obvious, please do not say no, but say yes to yourself. Say yes to those opportunities. And even if you don't know exactly what those opportunities will bring you, it doesn't matter, you will be fine. There is a safety net called the angelic net, and it's the universe catching you because you are on the right path. I feel in November is giving you the chance to have more self-confidence, to believe that everything is going to be fine, to believe that your words can be sharp, but they can be honest, and that's all that matters. And that you are indeed, like, you can push yourself a little bit further, and you can obtain so much more. Let's see also what else. Every time, like, my piles are always positive. Like in my pick of cards, it's like, I'm so happy for you guys. We also have the Knight of Cups. How beautiful. Well, it seems like that some of you guys resonate with music, or maybe music, playing the guitar, playing an instrument, singing, or maybe it doesn't have to be professionally, even though it could be for some of you. Keeping in mind this is a general reading, private readings are down below, but in general, music is helping you out a lot, and it will help you out in November. If you are musicians, it could be that you find a record deal, or you find some bandmates, outlets, things to apply that music. The Knight of Cups could be not just about music, but music is helping you out in general to heal, and therefore, because you're feeling better, you're raising your vibration, you're sharing more truth, because I see definitely the throat chakra being very powerful for you, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius as well. I feel very touched by this reading. It could be that new love or new opportunities with the Knight of Cups come and arise for you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio is the Knight of Cups, by the way. It's almost like the cup is full, the music is playing, and you're just invited to dance. Are you going to join the dance, or you're just gonna stay afraid on the corner? Nobody puts baby on a corner, so you go out and dance. And what a beautiful energy for you in November, group number 4. You are moving like the waves of the ocean. You are speaking with the truth of an angel. You have the voice of an angel. I shared in my Instagram a card called the Voice of an Angel. How beautiful. We also have the Hierophant, Taurus, and the Two of Swords. And like I said before, it is true, in November you will have to make a choice. So maybe this choice is about a job. Should I take this career or the other? Maybe this is about relationships. Should I keep going on or not? Should I keep dating this person? Whatever is going to be for you, it's going to be obvious what you have to do. It's going to be an angelic presence. If you are talking about leaving or not leaving a relationship, you shouldn't leave this relationship. Things will get better. If you're single and you don't know whether or not new things will come, but you have to believe that yourself first. The Hierophant talks about commitment, higher understanding of spirituality, wisdom, and knowledge, higher understanding of your job, having a better position even. But first and foremost, connecting to yourself and being committed to yourself in November. If you will allow this youthful nature of yours to trust in the infinite ways of the universe, and you will indeed enjoy the dance, there is greater commitment coming through. There is long-lasting relationships, even with friends. There is some sort of good, stable stuff, miracle that wants to be part of your life, and it will be very obvious the direction that you need to go. So try to pay attention to the signs. You cannot miss them. So let's see also what else for you in November with my oracle cards. As a card from the oracle, you have Pratyahara, the 8 stages of yoga, and we have control of the senses. You are going to work in November. You have been worked previously in October into pampering yourself, like I said before, in feeling better, but to also control your emotion. And every time that people say control your emotion, they think it's a negative thing. Actually, what yoga teaches, the human experience is a mastering of emotion. You're becoming a master of the human experience. Therefore, it means that you feel emotions, you acknowledge them, you are aware, you respect them, you respect also the illusion, but you don't get swayed by these emotions. You can observe them. This is all that yoga and meditation do teach. It's to enter that point of stillness when you're able to observe your thoughts, not judge them as negative or positive. You observe them. You are in connection with a greater, vaster being that is you, me, and all of us. And this is the power of yoga. So you're taking a time to let go of bad habits, bad food, bad environments, lower energy, things that are draining you down. And by doing that, which is also an act of love on yourself, you are realigning yourself to that greater energy. You are realigning yourself to your own truth, and you're able to join the dance. And that's why the messages, the sign will be so obvious or where you need to go. And in that sense, you're mastering your own emotions. When you are capable to find balance between things, you are mastering emotions. So you're being objective, you're being neutral. I always suggest this to people, especially when it comes down to even self-doubt or lack of confidence. We live in a society that is bombarded by not only informations, but by images of perfection, or what we consider or we have been taught perfection is, in terms of beauty standards, or in terms of comparison between I'm good and this person is bad, but I'm better, or this person is better at this and that. And I always suggest to people, when they having lack of confidence in themselves, try to be neutral about things. Try not to judge yourself as positive or negative. I don't like myself. And you watch yourself in the mirror and you try to affirm with the law of attraction, I am beautiful, I am beautiful. If you were able to really feel that way, you should definitely affirm the positive. But if you feel that you cannot do it, that will be actually worse than be neutral and just looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, this is who I am. I don't judge myself neither as positive or negative. This is what I look like. This is who I am. And then when you are in a neutral zone of consciousness, you can choose to move upwards in the scale of emotions, to move upwards in vibration. You cannot do this if you're too negative, if you're beating yourself down, or if you're faking positivity. This is who I am. And many people, when I suggest that, they're like, but you're pretty, but what you're talking about, for you it's easy. Well, to be honest, you guys, I've been around models, I've been around people that are extremely good looking, and I saw this sort of insecurities in everybody, even in people that you could never tell. They're like, but you're so good looking. If you don't feel that way, anybody could have this problem, and it is personal, and nobody should be judged because of that. We all have insecurities. We all are hard on ourselves because society has made us in this way, unfortunately. So how do we restore that? We become gentle with ourselves. We become more neutral about our judgment to ourselves, and possibly if we can do it with others. This is who I am. Let's move on from that. And then one step at a time, positive reinforcement will come in a genuine way. That's why I always talk about genuine positivity. And with the Pratyahara, you are mastering this equilibrium in November, and it will be very obvious that you are leading yourself to the right direction, therefore, because you're not getting swayed away by any sort of emotion. You're staying in that beautiful balance that we are all required to stay in the month of November, and that will actually lead us to better places, believe it or not. Okay, this is what I see for you, my beautiful air energy in the month of November 2020. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me with another prediction. Remember, the zodiac predictions are available on my membership. From next week, I'm going to cover the month of November. October is already uploaded, as you guys know. You just have to subscribe and join my membership also for extra content on my part. And thank you so much for trusting me as your reader today. Comment down below and keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. And see you on my next video. Bye!